YouTubers, Mike Martin's here with the Mike Martin's channel, guys. Thanks for joining me. Got my coffee, morning coffee with Mike. It's Friday morning. It's gorgeous. It's amazing. And yes, there's the Corvette right there. I have it out on the road. I'm putting you stereo in it. Android 10. And it's got Bluetooth. It does everything for me. I don't have to do anything. It's got navigation. So excited. I'm not bragging. It's just something I've been working on for a while, and I finally got it done last night. My neighbor came over to help me, and it's good to go. Anyways, okay. Morning coffee with Mike. Good morning. Happy Friday. Okay, what's going on? Well, internet's back at the store. 3 days without internet. 3.5 days without internet. We finally got it sorted. Thanks for all the messages and people asking if my internet's back up at the store. Yeah, I couldn't process debits. I couldn't do anything. It was really tough. People had to walk to the bank machine to get money. But it's got figured out. What happened was they unplugged my internet on the weekend. On the Sunday I was closed. They unplugged my internet and they plugged it into another place of business to give them internet because they ordered a new internet package. But they took my internet and plugged it into another over on one of the poles there on the street. So the technician came yesterday and fixed it immediately and said that the last technician didn't make the phone call to find out if a business was running off that internet. So that's taken care of. I got my internet back. All right, it's Friday. I don't know if you guys checked the community section of the page. I kind of want to throw this out there because it's kind of important. They're making it very hard for Australians to leave Australia. And the way things are going with this sickness, in quotations, we know what's happening with the sickness, so we could put that aside. That's not even discussable anymore because we know what's happening. Now, they're making it very hard for Australians to ever leave the island. So is Australia going to return to become a prison island, or an island for the prisoners, or the so-called prisoners? It makes you wonder, who are the prisoners or who were the criminals in society back in the day? It makes you wonder in today's time, who is being outcasted as being branded, with distribution of fake, whatever they call it today, fake news. Who is being branded? So it makes you wonder back in the day, who were the criminals back in the day that were shoved off to islands and stuff, and they were taken away from the society back in the day. Makes you start wondering, considering what's happening in 2021. Anyways, so the article is up there. You guys can check it out, that Australians may never leave Australia because of this. They're going to get this sickness under control, but it's going to make it very hard for people to leave so they don't contract it somewhere else. So they don't go to a Super Bowl where Florida has never been locked down or had distancing, and then it changes everything. Oh, my perspective has now changed. Interesting. Okay, so that is a major issue. Now, Englify. Are they going to Englify the world? Now, England is pushing forward this £5,000 if you leave the country without any good reasoning. £5,000 fine. That's a major issue, because if you want to leave to go to Portugal, because I know a lot of British people like to go to Portugal on holidays, and guess what? My friend's telling me down in Lagos and down in the Algarve area, he's a hotel manager there for many years. He's telling me there's a lot of British people showing up in Portugal looking for work all of a sudden, and looking for a place to rent, or looking for a house to buy. So it looks like a lot of people are leaving England right now because they're Englifying it, and they have this kill the bill, where they want to get the bill killed. They're protesting across England, from Manchester to London to all over, even Wales, all over the place. They're actually protesting across the UK about this whole kill the bill, where people cannot assemble, people can no longer come together, peaceful protest. I even got threatened via email from England, stating that I have tried to assemble a peaceful protest. They didn't mention it peaceful. A protest in England through my channel, which I never did. I asked them to show it to me. I gave it to my lawyers. Says, let's wait for them and see what they say. And they want to process me, or they want to give me trouble for trying to start a peaceful protest in England, which I never said. All I said was people were not allowed to assemble in peaceful protest. So we're looking at huge issues here. So England is standing up to it by protesting. We're getting protests every weekend across Canada. I'm not sure what's, there's too much there. The data doesn't work. They want to go by science. Okay, let's go by science. Nothing works. So I'm not trying to find, you know what? I don't know what's going on, to be honest with you. I understand the angle. I get the perspective. Tons of small businesses shut down. They're saying 74,000 businesses in the province of Ontario, Canada shut down. And you want to hear something funny? America is crying, okay, in their housing market now. I told you Amerifornia was coming. That in 2020, $11.4 billion was brought into $11.4 billion was brought into America in 2019, 2020. Okay, hear me out. Into real estate, parked in American real estate. They're crying over $11.4 billion. In 2020 alone, Canada had $46 billion come in from Hong Kong with a population of 35 million. How worse off is Canada than America for housing prices and housing affordability? Canada is so bad, we covered it the other day on the show. 0 bedroom, 0 bath sells for $1,050,000. That's how bad off Canada is. So Canada has 46 billion brought in from Hong Kong in 2020. And America has 11 billion, and Americans are crying over that. Oh, it's raising our price. And it even says in the article, Chinese investors are buying up homes, and basically, I covered it yesterday. Go ahead, most of the homes are being left empty. They did it in New York. They did it in all the blue states, right? They did it in New York. They did it in California, Oregon, and Washington State. That was all done there. So we got ourselves some major issues going on. And then the media obviously spins it as everything else, and this is good for the economy, it's good for that. Watch, Amerifornia is coming. Americans have no idea what's coming for them. They have, look at that big truck. Americans have no idea what's coming from them. I'm here, watching this from afar in my small town and kind of processing what is happening. And I'm just so disappointed that, why don't they just use science and say, look, none of this adds up. Let's just maybe admit that we made a mistake. But nobody admits anymore that they made a mistake. No one takes accountability anymore. Look at our leaders. Look at Boris Karloff there in England. Boris Johnson, sorry, he reminds me of Boris Karloff. Look at him in England. They're passing all this stuff, trying to get all kinds of stuff being passed across the table. It's like, why? It's ruining the average serf's life. Let us live as serfs. At least leave us alone. Let us go to our pubs. Let us, have street fights. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, and I'm just saying, let the serfs live. Let us, work our hay. Let us work our fields. Leave us alone. We just want to be left alone. We don't want to be under some, telling us what to do. I don't like being told what to do. Do you like being told what to do? Do you follow the laws? Hey, I'm a law-abiding citizen. I pay all my taxes. And speaking of taxes, a lot of people are in for a rude awakening. A lot of people in Canada that got that CERB, they're going to have to start paying that back. They're going to have to start figuring out how to pay that back, because apparently I've already got audited 4 years in a row back already in the last year. They audited me 4 years. I had to pay back the federal government 4 years in taxes, what they think. They're not even sure, but I have to pay thousands of dollars back to the federal government because they've audited me. I haven't taken no CERB. I haven't taken any payments, so now what? Are they going to start coming after us until we got nothing? So that is the question we need to ask. Because, I don't know, guys. It's Friday morning. I'm going to enjoy my day. I'm not going to let this bring me down. I got internet back at my store after 4 days. Small business with no internet. Thank you, TELUS, for sending out they might be charging me for the technician, though. So we'll see what happens with the technician if I have to pay for the technician there. Because they unplugged the wrong, and I don't know, it was on the pole. I wasn't at work. It was Sunday. Came into work and realized nothing was working. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What's happening around us? Australia Island lockdown. And no, this is the mainstream media that's reporting on this. This is not. This is, I think, the Daily Journal. No, the Daily Journal or the Times or something from Australia. Lots of trucks today. It's Friday. That's the economy right there, moving around Canada. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you guys on Saturday night for Mike in the Night. We got Heiza Says. And it's going to be really good to have him on and give us a little aspect or a little inside scoop of what's happening down under. God bless, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll talk soon. And happy Friday. And enjoy your coffee, guys. I got my semi-burnt coffee, dark roast with 1 cream. Yeah. Anyways, get used to the coffee, folks, because it's going to get a lot worse going on. And Mike Martin's here. I have spoken.